welcome to today's webinar. As we will be introducing our most esteemed guest speaker, in person of Ogunla Kolade. Ogunla Kolade brings over 7 years of professional experience in the agriculture industry, leading Monsieur Legacy Farm as CEO. He's a driven and experienced agribusiness leader with a deep understanding of the livestock industry. For over 7 years, he has leveraged his expertise in animal nutrition and sustainable practices to guide Monsieur Legacy Farms towards continued growth and innovation. Combining his academic background in animal nutrition and a master's degree in livestock science and sustainable environment from the Federal University of Agriculture at Belkota, Ogunla brings a unique blend of knowledge and practical experience to Monsieur Legacy Farm. He will be sharing an executive knowledge on how he's been able to upscale his business, especially in these trying times of heat stress.
Thank you very much. The next voice you're going to hear mine will be the voice of the person.
Hello everyone. My name is Ogunla, as I was introduced. Today we'll be talking about managing heat stress in poultry. And as we all know, what we're experiencing for the past 2 or 3 months, we've been experiencing what we call heat stress. And a lot of farmers actually complain about losing their birds, their layers stopped laying eggs, or the egg that layers are laying actually reduced. So that's what prompts this topic. That's why we think it is high time for us to discuss this topic, because even with the fact that some areas in Nigeria are now experiencing cooler weather, it's not that it's still cool, but the heat is not that as much as it is 1 or 2 months ago. But the thing is about this stress is that we need to start managing this stress because it won't set in. Because once it's set in, it's not easy to manage, it's not easy to stop compared to when we are already managing it before it's set in. And if you are managing before it's set in, it's easier to make the person ignore the heat at that period of time and make them produce more even during the heat. So that's why we are going to go into the topic. Before we go into the topic, we will start with try to understand what layers, what broilers are all about, why the heat affect them as much as it does. So let's start with broiler products, the layers and both layers and the broiler, because that's one of the 2 major things we do right now. So let's start with broiler. Broiler chickens are omeo. Okay, please come in. Okay. Yes, broiler chickens are homeothermic animals, which means they are capable of maintaining their body temperature within a narrow range. That means when a broiler is subjected to an environment, it tries to maintain its its temperature at its body temperature. It tries to maintain the constant body temperature that it also maintains to perform very well in that temperature. So when you put a broiler in an environment, it tries to mimic the temperature of the environment. That's why they are mostly affected by the heat. And an adult broiler, the body temperature, the heat is generated from his body as an adult broiler. It generates around 41.2 degrees Celsius to 42.2 degrees Celsius. That heat is generated in his body. So to maintain that heat is generated from the body, from the metabolization of the feed is eaten, it needs a maximum a temperature within 21.1 degree to 24, maximum of 24 degrees Celsius. That's the temperature, the environmental temperature it needs to perform very well. So that's why when I see farmers saying that they want their dogs to grow to 2 kg within 4 weeks, it's possible. But you need a very ideal environment for it to maintain that way, because when the temperature is too high, because the temperature we have in Nigeria, the room temperature, the normal temperature we have in poultry most times is above 24 degrees Celsius. So most times when the broiler eats, they try to maintain the heat they are generating from their body and maintain it with the atmospheric temperature. So that's why the feed we are giving them doesn't translate to the fat we need for the birds to reach 2 kg at 4 weeks and the likes. So that's why, and we know that when our birds are very young, when they are still at old, their dead body temperature is lower than the adults. So they need heat. They need more heat to maintain their body temperature to be at the thermo neutral temperature. So that's what prompts us to the comfort zone. The comfort zone of our birds, these are the temperature at which the birds are able to keep their body temperature constant with minimal stress. At this temperature, at this comfort zone, the birds are able to perform very well without an external factor putting stress on them. So this comfort zone is what I call it, the 25 degrees Celsius to 24 degrees Celsius. Anything below the 25 degrees Celsius is actually we are subject to see them to cold. So that is also affecting their production. So they will eat more to generate more heat from their metabolizing energy. They will eat more to generate more heat so that they will be able to balance their body temperature so that it will be constant because they need that constant environment to operate very well. So when the temperature is above 24 degrees Celsius, that's when its strength is setting in. So they will also need to maintain their body temperature also too. That's when they drink more water to maintain that body temperature. So this is what prompts heat stress. And what causes heat stress, as I said, that's when the best core body temperature increases to fertile temperature. So when the temperature of the body of the birds increases to a fertile degree, that's when heat stress comes in. And this heat stress is caused by poor heat loss and limited coping means. You know, I told you that they are homothermic animals. They try to maintain their body temperature within a narrow range, irrespective of the environmental temperature. So once the temperature sets in, they will try to maintain their optimal temperature so that they will be able to perform very well. So once they can't cope anymore, that's when stress sets in. So while they are still able to maintain that temperature and still cope with the temperature, they are still at the thermometer level. And what are the symptoms and signs and symptoms of the heat stress? We have the panting. When you notice that your birds are panting too much, the breathing are rapid and the likes, that's when you know that heat is actually setting in. And I think all farmers, all poultry farmers will notice that even during the cold weather, once it's afternoon, once we see afternoon setting, when the sun is very risen, the birds do open their mouth to breathe. So this is to show us that the temperature is too high for them at that particular period. And even when you notice, even when there is no heat or anything, when it's afternoon, the birds reduce their feed consumption. What they are doing at this period of time is actually to minimize the heat they are generating from inside, to minimize it so that the heat coming from outside won't affect them too much. So that's why you notice that during afternoon period, during the afternoon, even without heat or anything, they tend to drink water more. They will go for the water more and eat less. That's when they will sit down, they will pant a little, stand up, go to the feed, eat a little, then go back to the water. So during this period of time, they are trying to regulate their body temperature so that it should be the optimal production level. And again, another sign we notice is spreading of their wings. During this period of time, the birds will try to give itself enough space so that it's able to get more air coming in. So it will spread their wings to allow air to come in so that they will be able to cool down their body temperature. And the issue with birds is that they have no sweat glands. So, and also with the feather covering their body, they need more air so that they're able to cool themselves and the likes. And as I said, when I talk about plantain, increase in thirst. They drink more water when there is stress. So, as the yeast settle, they will need something to cool themselves down. So that's why they drink more water to cool down their body temperature. So that's why they need more water to cool themselves down. And the slowness and lethargy. So during this heat period, when the heat is over the peak, we will slow down the activities. You know, like just like humans also, when we are stressed, we'll start slowing down to conserve the little energy we have left in our body. So that's the same thing with birds also. They start to decrease their activities. They start to minimize the way they move around so that they will conserve the little energy they have left. So that's one of the things they do during heat stress. And the last one is decreasing not only also for broiler that will be decrease in weight because sometimes you see a bird that looks big facially. When you put the bird, you see that this bird is big. It should be around 2 kg, 2.5. But when you put that bird on a scale, that's when you know that this bird is just big facially. The weight of it is not up to what I'm expecting at this age, at this size, and the likes. And for the layers, the what's it called, their egg production drops drastically due to it. Also, the other thing that the symptoms in heat stress that do confuse most farmers is the fact that during the period of when the heat stress is at the peak, it's actually reduce the immune system of the birds. So other disease do step in. So that's why you see symptoms of other disease. I don't know, most farmers during this period of time, you notice different diseases coming up at this period of time because their immune system is already dropped. So a lot of diseases will just crop up and affect the birds. And this is one of the things that that leads to high mortality and the likes in poultry, in the poultry industry during these last 2 months of this phase we experienced. And let's move to how we can mitigate these effects. And to mitigate these effects, the only thing we need is just to cool the birds. That's the major thing we need to cool to keep the birds alive and productive. It's just to cool the birds down. Once you have a way to cool the birds down, you'll be safe from the heat stress. And when we want to cool the birds down, we need to start from the structure of our pen. You know, when you want to build your pen, I say a way your pen should be structured, where it should face to it does not face directly to the to the sun and the light, so that the rays of the sun will to your pen. Because when the heat set in, the rays of the sun coming in, the bird will want to move away from the ray of sunlight, and when they move to a single place where there is a shade, they tend to overcrowd there. And when they overcrowded there, the heat they build up at that place also will increase, and which will lead to mortality. And also, the height of your pen should not be low because we need ventilation. So once you make your pen, the roofing of your pen very high, it actually brings in more air. And also, the roofing material you use for your pen should be the quality one, not the one that abstracts heat. You know, there are some materials that abstract it and cool it down once there is heat. So those kind of material is not good for the poultry industry. And the other thing we need to take note of is vegetation around the pen. The vegetation we have around the pen is actually important to take note of, because when you have bush surrounding your pen, when there is bush surrounding your pen, it actually causes problem. When there is a weed, you know, there are some farms you go to, you see that it's like your pens are surrounded by weeds. And when your pen is surrounded by weeds and the small shrubs, it prevents ventilation from coming into your pen. And when ventilation is not coming, it leads to heat build-up in your pen. So what you need to do is trim the vegetation around your pen house, so that you allow more vegetation to come in. And again, you need a shade. If you have trees, tall trees in your farm, tall trees with shade, not the trees that will affect the inflow of air of cool air. We need shade. You know, when we are in school, we are taught that plants do things in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. And what all animals need is oxygen. And when you have trees all around your pen to provide shade, it does two things. It's to prevent the pen house from from the direct sunlight, and also it's actually brings in fresh air. So once fresh air is coming, your birds are safe. There won't be issue of heat stress and like we're talking about. So that's one of the things we need to take note in this. And also we need to talk about fans and coolers. In an ideal settings, for those that have the money, we have something we call environmental control in poultry housing system. That way, you control everything that is coming in and going out of your pen house. That's way you can control the degree of your pen house. When they are small, you can increase the temperature to the 30 degrees Celsius for the small chicks. And when they start growing, you start reducing the temperature of the pen house until when they are 3 to 4 weeks. Especially for broiler, you need to decrease the temperature to 25 degrees Celsius. And for this, you need the fans and coolers. And we have what we call cooling pad also that they do install into pen house. This cooling pad also absorb the air coming in, the hot air coming from outside, and also moisturize it. It's moisturized air so that the humidity in the air will increase. So it will blow out cool air so that the pen will be well saturated with air. So once you install fans and coolers, but for this you need constant electricity. So that's why I said for those that have the money, you can go for these fans and coolers because it will actually cool your birds. There won't be issue of you won't have any issue of heat stress at all. Since everything in your penthouse is actually being controlled, and if you are looking for mixed policy, one of the things that if the best mixed policy we can have is when we control the environment of our pen. When the birds are not subjected to cold weather, are not subjected to heat, they are at the optimal operation. They are also the optimal environmental temperature from their day old to when you are selling. So there is no way their mixed policy will be top notch. So that's one of the things we need to take note when we are setting up our pen. For those that have the money, you can control all the temperatures that are coming into your pen. So that way you get the quality mix you want, and that's what we call quality packers. So and it is even easier for you to send outside Nigeria if you can do that because when you want to send things outside the country, they do quality check for the meat you are selling out. So once your brother meets the quality check, it will be easier for you to send it outside the country and it will be accepted. So that's one of the things we need to take note of. And also fogger, yes. For those of us that are still, we are trying to improvise. We don't have the money for the control environment. We don't have the money to get fans, to get coolers, to get the ventilators. Because when you get fans, you need to quit on almost 24 hours per day. Because fans will blow up every time. You can get the fogger. The fogger still needs it's actually compress the water, the compressed water, and spray it out as a form of mist. So when you spray it out, before it gets down, before it gets to the floor, it's like evaporated. So it should cool down the birds and also cool down the environment. So the birds will be at optimal performance. So this fogger can be used to replace what's called the fans and the coolers, because this one is actually a form of coolers also. So if you cool your birds, make them perform at the optimal temperature, and with this, I think you have the problem of heat stress and the like, because to control heat is to control the environmental temperature. Once the environmental temperature is controlled, the birds will also be saved from the heat that is being imposed on them, and also feeding. And one of the things we do for those of us that don't have the ability to control our environment and the like is to control the feeding regime. How we feed our birds. Birds tend to eat more in the morning because that's when the temperature is cool. So they rush feed in the morning and they eat very well in the morning. And during each period, we need to withdraw the feed once like 6 hours before the peak of the temperature. You know, the temperature starts rising a little by little from around 8. I don't know if it's different from different environments. So for the southwest here, they start rising from 7, 8. So by 9, 10, it should have reached the peak. I mean, so to like around 1, it's reached at the peak around 1. So once you know that you want to withdraw feed, you should withdraw feed by 9. So that any other thing within that period of time, you'll be able to rest, digest the feed before the temperature reaches the peak. Because once the peak temperature sets in, any metabolizing they are doing inside will actually affect them. Because when they are breaking down the feed they eat, it actually generates heat. And the heat generated from inside will also mix up with the heat coming out from the atmosphere. And this tends to kill the birds. It's impose the heat stress on them. And to what's it called? You can give them feed in the morning and make sure that by 8, 9 you've already withdrawn the feed so that they will be able to digest the feed. And when it's in the evening, you can introduce the feed back to them when the temperature starts dropping. When the temperature starts dropping, you can start introducing the feed back to them. So this way you avoid the issue of heat loss, bird loss due to heat stress. So this is one of the ways to maintain your birds during this period of time. But the thing is that when you do this kind of thing, you minimize their feeding time. You know, the number of time they have to eat is reduced due to this taking your feed off in the morning and bringing it back in the evening. So they tend to lose weight. They won't die, yes, you control the mortality rate, you control the issue of getting sick due to it, but the thing is, they will start losing weight because especially broiler, broiler at 3 weeks upward, that's when they start building fat, they start building waste, getting the waste for them to use the right waste for market. So when you start withdrawing feed from them in the afternoon, they tend to drop weight. Their weight won't meet up what the expected weight anymore. So these kind of things only are practiced when the heat is at the peak. That's when you have nothing else to do. So maintain the heat. That's when you are trying to minimize their feeding regime. So the other thing we need to take note of is the water management. This is actually very important because apart from feeding, the thing they go to for almost in this period of time is water. They drink 2 times to 4 times their water consumption normally. So any other thing at this period of time, they need cool water. You need to change like the way we do when there is no heat. Sometimes you give them water since morning, and you will change it to the next day. Some do it that way. But during this heat period of time, you need to change the water regularly because once you give the water for a long time, there is heat outside. The heat outside will actually affect the water also, and the water will get hot. And when water gets hot, the best will still be taking in a warm water instead of a cold one. So that's why you need to be changing the water regularly, and you need to be flushing the water line also because once water stays a long time in the water line, it gets hot also. So I've been to the north before, especially the north here. It comes to a stage when the heat is at the peak, the water from the storage, when you open the tap, the water from the storage should be hot. So imagine us feeling the heat as a woman. Then imagine the person that is taking it in at that peak period of time. So it actually affects the animal a lot during that period of time. So you need to be keeping the water cool. If you have the ability to put ice block as the lights in the water when the water is at the peak, when the heat is at the peak, you can do that also to cool down the temperature of the water and give the best. And also there are some supplements you can put in water to aid to reduce the heat stress. Because during this period of time, we try everything to minimize the impact of heat stress on our birds, and that's what leads us to electrolytes. There are some supplements that we put in water called electrolytes. It actually reduces the heat stress in water. It reduces the heat and also it reduces the heat, and when during these stress, it causes a lot of loss in minerals, including potassium, sodium, phosphorus, magnesium, and zinc. And so, potassium chloride in electrolytes attempts to increase the water intake when provided in drinking water. So, when you put electrolytes in water, it makes the birds drink more. So, when they drink more, it cools down the temperature and also provide the lost minerals, the minerals they lost due to it. So it cool down the animals and make them perform better during the this period of time. And something called something also sodium bicarbonate. When you add it to their feed or use carbonated water in their water, it actually helps egg producers. Is coming because the slide is moving from my hand here, and I was told that the slide is not moving. Wow. Okay, no problem. Maybe we'll share the slide at the end of the lecture and the likes because the slide is moving from my hand here and it's not moving in the presentation. But we will work on it. So for the electrolytes, yeah, sodium bicarbonate. It actually helps in the what's it called? In the feed, in the egg production. When the birds are panting and the build up carbon dioxide, it's released acid base, it's change acid base balance in the poultry. So this increases the loss of bicarbonates available for egg formation. So when you add sodium bicarbonates in their feed, it actually aids in the egg production of the birds. So this way, you will be losing your eggs due to soft shells and the likes. When there is no sodium bicarbonate in the eggs, it actually affects the hardness of the quality of the eggs, the shell of the eggs. So that's one of the things we need to take note of. And also vitamins. Our birds, especially vitamin C, we need a lot of it when the heat is at peak. When you produce vitamin C for the birds, they tend to drink more, and also it cools down their body temperature because that's one of the beauties of vitamin C. It cools down their body temperature and also moderates the warm temperature in egg and eggshell pods in eggs. So that's why we need vitamin C, and also it affects the breeder males also. It actually protects the sperm production because during its period of time, the sperm that is produced by these males are actually affected. So that's why during it, the rate of POL also drops. So when the rate of POL drops, it also affects the DOC that is being supplied to the market. So giving them supplements of vitamins also helps in cooling down their temperature. I think this majority of what we can do to cool down the environment of our pen. I think that's the major thing. We cool down the environment of our pen, the environment of our pen. We give them warm water. The feed, we change the feed regime. We give them feed in the morning. We join the feed when it's closer to the peak period of the heat. And also, we introduce the feed when the and the thing we need to take note also is that all these things I'm saying, you don't start it when the birds are already subjected to it. Because once they are already subjected to it, it's already in their system. So anything you do is just what's it called? How do I put it? What we need to do is actually make prevention. Prevention is better than cure. Yeah, that's the way people put it. Prevention is better than cure. So it's better for you to prevent before it sets in than start curing when it's already setting. And once it's setting, it brings a lot of disease with it because it reduces their immune system and also brings in a new different disease which we start curing to maintain the temperature of our birds. I think this is where I'll be stopping. And if you have any questions and likes, I can take the questions. And thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much for that insightful section, Mr. Kolade Mola. Thank you very much for this insightful section, Mr. Kolade Mola. It is indeed insightful, I must say. Thank you for taking her time to prepare your slide and even honoring her call. Thank you so much. Now we are moving to the question section. If you have questions that you want to ask Mr. Kolade, I could see in the comment section that we have a question for our recordings. Definitely, the recordings and the slides will be shared to everyone that registered and even people that are not registered, everybody is definitely going to get the slides and recording. First question that I'm taking from this comment section from Jumoke says, my question is this: what type of vitamin C should be used? Is it normal for? Is it the one for human? Mr. Kolade, you can answer that question.
The thing is, for the vitamin C, we have ascorbic acid. I think that's the major vitamin C we use in poultry. So ascorbic acid can be used for the vitamin C, and it will actually cool down the temperature of the birds. So that's for that question. Thank you.
Okay, all right. I think she was asking that can we use the normal one that human use?
You have vitamin C, normal vitamin C for poultry. That's ascorbic acid. It comes in a bottle, like a bottle, yes. It's actually in a powdery form, so you can use it for your poultry. I think that's better than how many vitamin C can we use in what's it called, in the water of birds? Our normal vitamin C comes in small cubes. So, and it's better for us to just get the normal ascorbic acid, the normal vitamin C we use in poultry. That will save us cost, and also we can save for later days also.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kolade, for that clarification. Any additional question? I can see Yakub Alim Remy. Go ahead and ask your question. You can unmute yourself and ask your questions. Yakub Alim Remy, if you are speaking, you are still muted. Okay, I think he has typed this question in the chat box. He says, can we put a little ice in their water?
Okay, there's another question from Idris Adekola on Foga. I said we can use our Foga as an alternative for what's it called? For the birds. So the thing is, for the fogger, I think Afrimash also sell foggers, and we have two types of foggers in Afrimash. One is the one with the stopper and the one without stopper, and the one with the stopper is 2.5, and the one without stopper is 2.2. So if I'm not wrong, that's the current price of the fogger. So compare the price of fogger to the price of the cooling fan, the fans and the lights, which also needs the electricity and the lights. So this is actually a cheaper alternative for that, and you can get the fogger. The fogger is still cheaper than all those ones. And for the putting of ice block, I think I made mention of it in what I present, that for ice block, you can put a little bit of ice in their water to cool down the temperature of the water during the peak, when the heat is at the peak. This one will reduce the heat and it will cool down the body temperature. And there's another question also, that is this applicable to the layers also? Yes. It's actually applicable, because I made mention of different things that are applicable to layers. Everything applicable to broilers are applicable to layers. Because when we talk about foggers, layers, I think those that buy foggers from us actually are layers. Those are wearing layers a lot, because those wearing layers actually buy more foggers. They store foggers a lot more than other people. So they do buy more foggers, and it helps also. Bicarbonate also helps in egg formation, because I told you that what's it called? The heat affects the what's it called, the temperature, the formation of eggs. So when you have bicarbonate, when you add bicarbonate to the water, it actually adds in egg formation. And also, I think about vitamin C. Vitamin C also can be added to the water of the layers to cool down the temperature. And also the penthouse, I talked about the penthouse, the having of tree for shade on the penthouse, and also preventing the bushes or shrubs to grow around the pen. This one will also allow more ventilation. So this is also applicable to what's it called, to the layers also, because I'm talking about both the layers and the broiler. That's the major thing we work with here. And also there's also another question on the about fans, that once it what's it called, rise dust. There's no way the fan we bring in dust, because most times when you use fans, those that use fans, they don't use sawdust. It's only when if you are using sawdust, that's where the fan will affect. But when if you are using wood shaving, there is no way the fan will actually affect, because the fan is not actually blowing directly to the ground. The fan is not blowing directly to the shavings on the ground. It's actually blowing across the room. So there is no way the fan will blow dust and the like. So it doesn't affect those that use fans. I have a lot of friends that use fans, and they are doing better. They are doing well when they are even during this period, because once they notice that the heat is building up on the fan, so the fan will cool down the temperature of the pen, and that's just the thing we need. We need the temperature of the pen to be cool, and once the temperature is cool, it will reduce the temperature of what's it called, and the picture of the fogger. I think we will work on the temperature. The what's it called? The picture of the fogger will be okay. Can the application of the fogger be demonstrated here? This question will be answered by the moderator.
Again, the application of the fogger, no. We can't demonstrate, but we can have a special time whereby we demonstrate it for you. But on this scope now, it's beyond the scope of this webinar. Okay, any additional question? Do you have a fogger that doesn't use electricity? Okay, Ali, you still have a question. Okay, to answer your question, Lukman Yusuf, at the moment, we don't have here at Afrimash foggers that don't use electricity. The ones that we have are the ones that uses electricity. Any additional question before we call it a day for today?
And to add to the issue of the fogger, why it is actually a cheaper alternative is that you don't own the fogger 24/7. You don't own it for 24 hours. You don't own it for some minutes to cool down the bed and off it. So once you see that the temperature is rising again, you put it on again to cool down the temperature and off it again. Unlike fans, fans you put it on for the whole period of time till the temperature starts coming down. So that's why it's actually that's why I said it's actually an alternative. And also the what's it called? The power you need to power a fogger is less than what you need for fans that will take that will power the whole pen. The power you need to operate a fogger is actually less than for the fans and the ventilators and the like. So that's why fogger is still a cheaper alternative. Thank you.
All right, everybody, thank you. Before we call it a day this evening, here at Afrimash, for everyone that were able to participate in this webinar, it is our culture to take a feedback from you, and while taking a feedback from you on ways in which perhaps you need another topic for subsequent session, or there are things in which we don't pay attention to that you want to recommend to us. There is a form for that. And as you are filling that form, as Mr. Kolade mentioned, that Fogger actually helps reducing heat stress. Definitely, the slides will be shared. And the participant of this particular webinar will be shared on the comment section so we can go ahead and attend to them. Any additional question? Okay, the form has been shared. Any additional question from anyone? Okay, all right. Can we all access the form? Okay, great. Thank you for your feedback. So let's ensure we fill the form, and anyone that is interested in the Fogger, as I've rightly mentioned, the discount is only exclusive to people who participated in this webinar. Do ensure you fill the form, and we will definitely give you a discount and supply to you any state in the country. Okay, you're typing a question. You can unmute yourself and speak because you have limited time. Okay, in the absence of additional question, thank you for your time. Thank you for attending today's session. If you join from the community, the slide will definitely share with us in the community. I wish us a fruitful and refreshing weekend ahead. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.